Okay, hi, beautiful souls, and a very warm welcome to Womb Alchemy, the feminine way of abundance. I am so very excited to have all of you here, whether you are joining me live or through the recording, and honored, truly honored to be holding space for all of you throughout our time together on this journey. Now, there's lots and lots of new women who have joined this program, and we also have quite a few women who are joining from the previous rounds. So very excited to welcome all of you, to see all of you, and cannot wait to see the kinds of shifts and transformations that start to take place for you and possibly already are taking place for you ever since you said yes to this program. Now, a lot of you have gotten in touch with me to let me know that you are feeling a little bit nervous about starting this journey together. And that's perfectly fine. This might not make sense right now, but feeling nervous is actually quite a good thing. It means that you are feeling that you are on the edge or on the verge of something big, a big shift or a transformation. And whenever you are at the edge like that, you are about to step into a bigger place of power. And the excitement is combined often with a little bit of nervousness, and that's okay. So, to the best of your capacity, hold yourself through that, and we'll be working on that as we move forward together as well. But before I go any deeper into explaining a little bit more about the program and starting our actual ceremony, let's all just for a moment close our eyes and take a few deep breaths. Okay. So breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth. Allowing your breath to guide you more fully into the here and now. More fully into your precious body temple. And more fully into our sacred container here. And you're welcome to place one hand over the heart space and the other one over the womb. And just for a moment, feel the warmth of your palms on your body. And keep breathing, taking those deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Allowing yourself to land. Feeling that sense of relaxation to come through. Welcoming yourself here. And for a moment, just honoring yourself for your courage, for your commitment, for your dedication. And then allow that sense of excitement, that sense of anticipation to start to come through. Allow that to bubble up, to come to the surface. And we will set our intentions more properly or more officially during the ceremony itself, but allow that excitement to start bubbling up. The excitement of that which is possible, the excitement of potential, the excitement of expansion. Ah, beautiful. And then you're welcome to start slowly coming back to me. So follow my voice back to our sacred circle here and open your eyes when you are ready. Beautiful. All right, so for those of you who might be newer to my work and to my programs like this, I'm Emi Mutale. I'm the founder of Feminine Revered, and I'm an intuitive healer, energy medicine practitioner, and a shamanic womb priestess and teacher. And a big part of my soul mission here on earth in this lifetime is to support women to really, truly step into their true feminine essence, into who they truly are, so that they can share their gifts with the world, speak their truths unapologetically, and to really, truly shine their lights during this time of change and transformation that we are living in on our planet. Collectively as humanity, collectively as all living beings on this beautiful planet of ours, and of course, together with Mama Gaia, who's also ascending, who's also on her own journey of evolution. And this program, Womb Alchemy, the Feminine Way of Abundance, is a program that I've been running for a few years now. And I actually hadn't planned to do it this year, but there were a few of you, the ones who've done this in the past, who were emailing me and asking, Emmy, are you going to run it again? Because we want to rejoin it. So thank you to Johanna, and thank you to the few others, Anne and others who've been getting in touch with me about this and encouraging me to run it again. And it feels like it's a very potent time to be doing this because there are so many of you who decided to join this year. And I can really feel the energy, the vibration around this program. It feels very, very powerful. It feels very urgent is maybe not the right word, but it feels very timely. It feels very, very important to be doing this right now. So super, super excited to be guiding all of you through this. Now, please know that the moment you said yes to this program, you already started to vibrate with its frequency. Some of you, as I said before, might already be feeling some shifts just after you said yes. But you are being held beautifully and deeply in the embrace of the Great Mother throughout. And I'm also going to be holding space for you and giving you 110% of my attention throughout our time together. Because we're going to be doing deep healing work, we're going to be doing a lot of releasing work, clearing and cleansing work. I need you to make sure that you go gentle on yourselves. Okay. So make sure that you give yourself enough time to rest, especially after we have our live circles. And make sure that you're looking after your beautiful bodies. So drink lots of water and herbal teas. Nourish yourselves with lots of preferably organic, fresh foods. And whenever you are called to rest, listen to your body. Okay, to the best of your capacity, listen to your body. We are going to be diving deep. We're going to be doing a lot of powerful energy shifting work. So really honor yourself, honor your body throughout our time together. And remember that you are not alone in this. We are not meant to be doing this kind of work alone. So you have got the whole community who's journeying together, and you've got me. So for those of you who might not have joined our Telegram group yet, do come and join us. That is the place where you get to share your experiences, where you get to ask questions. And I might be sharing some other stuff in that group as well that might not always get included in our live circles or in the email. So come and join us there. And of course, if you feel the need to go even deeper, you feel that some stuff is just not shifting, no matter how much you are going through the exercises from this program, there is always the option of doing some one-on-one work with me as well, where we really get to do some tailored work that is related to your unique life and soul experiences, and really get to look at the root causes as to why something might not be shifting or why something you might be feeling really, really strongly still. Okay. So just briefly about the flow of this program, your welcome email includes all of this information, or at least most of this information already. So keep that email safe and refer to that whenever you need to know about the dates of our live circles, the link for the Telegram group, for example, and how to prepare for the program overall. So that's a really good email to keep coming back to. You will receive reflection prompts for each of the spiral on the Monday of the beginning of a new spiral. Okay, so for example, tomorrow is when we start with spiral 1, and we're going to be diving deep into our early childhood experiences around abundance. So tomorrow morning, Central European time, you're going to be getting your first reflection prompts. And I recommend that you give yourself time either on that very day or over the course of the week to go through those reflection prompts and really allow yourself to go deep in your own reflection. You might not know a lot about your first years, and that's okay. Just do the best in terms of answering the questions that I'll be sending you. And you might be surprised at what starts to pop up for you, what kind of memories get stirred, what kind of ideas or inklings start to come through for you. Pay attention to those, but also pay attention to the emotions that arise as you answer those questions. And notice your bodily sensations, what happens inside your body as you reflect on the questions as well. Okay. Don't skip or hurry through this part because it's a really important component of this program. And the work we do in the live sessions is centered around those reflection prompts as well. Okay. And in terms of the live circles, as I said, the dates are mentioned in your welcome email, and I'll also include them in all of the emails about each spiral. But do mark your calendars with those dates if you haven't done that already, so that you don't forget, and my reminder emails won't come to you as a surprise. Try and attend live as often as you can. The really deep magic happens when we come together in a circle like this, and when I take you through those clearing and healing processes. And when you are live, you also get a chance to ask questions. And also sometimes when we have enough time, have some of your unique and specific issues included in the healing processes. Also, during those live circles, I encourage you to share about your own experiences as much as possible, especially if sharing feels a little bit scary for you. Okay, so I'm really encouraging you gently to push beyond your current boundaries around what feels comfortable and what feels a little bit scary. Okay, and when you share, you are also always providing medicine for the others as well. So, and those who have done this before will know the power of those sharing circles and experiences. All of our live circles are always at the same time. So 7 p.m. Central European time, exactly the same as today. The Zoom link is always the same as well. And all of our circles are recorded. And I will be sharing the recordings within 48 hours of the live event. And today's ceremony is really about creating sacred space, creating a sacred container for our journey together, and for setting our intentions for the next month. Setting intentions is incredibly powerful. When we put our visions and our dreams and our intentions into words, they become these powerful utterances, these spells, these magical spells that start to shape our reality in very mysterious and magical ways. We will not be introducing ourselves today. You'll have plenty of time during the live circles coming up to get to know each other, and of course through the Telegram group as well. But I really encourage your full awareness today to be on the ceremony and go deep with that process as well. I will guide you into a beautiful, potent womb meditation, and you will get a chance to meet your guide who has specifically come through to support you for this journey. And we will be also setting intentions in a beautiful way. Okay. So I'm going to guide us into an invocation to call in our support teams, our ancestors, and so on to be part of this journey with us now. And then I will guide you into this meditative journey into your womb spaces. And that will be the beginning of our journey together. Afterwards, I'm going to hang around for a little bit longer just to ask or answer any questions that you might have or listen to your experiences and sharings if you'd like. Importantly, though, if you don't feel like sharing, that is absolutely okay. So there's no mandatory sharing at any point. You also don't need to have your video on if you don't wish to. I love to see your faces. So if you're comfortable having your video on, please leave it on. But if that makes you feel uncomfortable or your Wi-Fi is weak or something like that, don't worry about it. You're welcome to keep your camera off as well. And just a quick note for those of you who might not be aware of this yet, I spent most of the year in Zambia, in Lusaka, and we are currently experiencing a lot of power outages, which means that electricity can go off for hours at a time. And that can sometimes affect my Wi-Fi. I do have backup, but in case I disappear, please keep doing exactly what we were doing the moment I disappeared, and I will come back to you as quickly as I can. And I am also calling on the angels of Wi-Fi and technology to be here and make sure that my connection remains strong throughout. Okay, good. That was a lot of sharing from me. I'm going to pause just for a moment to see if any of you have questions specifically on what I shared just now, anything that wasn't clear, anything that you would like more explanation around. Gonna go through the screen. So lovely to see all of your faces. Beautiful. Okay, so that seems to be clear for now. Okay, beautiful. Let us go into our ceremony then. So please make sure that you are sitting or lying down comfortably. The main thing is that you feel comfortable. And please close your eyes or have them slightly downcast if closing them isn't an option right now. And let's take a couple of deep, deep breaths again. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And you're welcome to let the out breath out as a big, big sigh or any sound your body is wanting to make in this moment. You're welcome to place your hands over your womb space, this sacred cauldron of feminine wisdom and power. And just for a moment, feel the warmth of your palms over your womb space. Connect with her. And remember, if you no longer have a physical womb, you can connect with the etheric or energetic blueprint of your womb that will always be there. And then allow my words, my invocation to land exactly where it's meant to land today. I call upon the Great Mother, Mother Divine, to come through for us, to hold space for us throughout our time together, to help us see that which needs to be seen, to help us hear that which needs to be heard, to help us feel that which needs to be felt. May you provide protection for all of us throughout this journey. May you shine your light on those issues that need to come to the surface. And may you hold us in your embrace as we gently clear and cleanse, allowing for more and more light to come through, allowing for deeper and deeper healing to come through. And may you help us remember who we truly are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I call upon our ancestors. I call upon the guardians of the lands that we dwell on. I call upon our teachers and our guides. Welcome to the dragon realms. Welcome to the angelic realms. Welcome Archangel Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. Blessed be. Welcome to the stone people. Welcome Mother Mary. Welcome Yeshua. Welcome Merlin. And welcome to any and all other guides that are meant to be with us today and throughout the next months. Thank you. And you're welcome to call in your own guides. They're likely to be here already, but call them in, welcome them in, honor them for their presence and their support. Also acknowledging the presence of Saraswati, Kali, welcome. And welcoming the spirit of the deer. Thank you. Calling on the original circle of grandmothers. And calling upon the primordial mother goddess of the Finnish lands, Äiti. Welcome. Calling on the elements. Calling on the elementals. The fairy kingdom. And calling on the spirit of the snake. Thank you. So just notice for a moment how your body is feeling right now. What might be moving through you. What might already be arising. Beautiful. With your next in-breath, bring your awareness to your womb space. This potent, wise cauldron of power within you. And just for a moment, pause there. Pause there at her threshold. Honor her. Smile at her. Bow down to her. Say hello to her. And if womb work is new to you, this might feel a little bit strange or difficult or challenging at first, but the more you do this, the easier it becomes. And for those of you who've been doing womb work for a while, really deepen that connection with her. Commit to deepening that connection. And with your next in-breath, with your mind's eye, imagine, see, sense, or simply know that you are now standing inside your womb in the velvety darkness, warm, velvety darkness of your womb. Notice how your body feels now. What happens as you enter this sacred space? And as you're standing there in the darkness, you notice this softly glowing little crystal lamps that are being lit on the walls of your womb. These crystal lamps emit a soft, gentle glow. And in that glow, you notice that at the very center of your womb space, there is a spiral staircase, a staircase that leads downwards. Walk over to that staircase and then start to descend one step at a time at a pace that feels comfy to you, descending downwards one step at a time, spiraling down, 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 further and further down, spiraling deeper into your womb space, deeper into the velvety darkness, deeper into the depths of your womb. Keep walking one step at a time, descending deeper, deeper, deeper. You go down a few more steps, and then you notice a landing. Take a couple more steps and then step onto that landing. Right in front of you, just a few steps away, is an ancient, ancient door. Walk over to that door and just pause there for a moment. Take note of what this door is made of, what color it is, and see if there's any symbols or writing, numbers perhaps, on that door. And then place your hand on the handle or the doorknob. Open the door. And then you step through the door into a garden. Pause there for a moment and just take a look around. This is your sacred womb garden. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? What is the energy like in this garden? What time of day is it for you? Morning, daytime, nighttime? There's no right or wrong here. Just simply notice. You can go on a little wander around your garden as well. Do a little bit of exploring. And then you pause for a moment. And as you're standing there, you notice that in the horizon, a distance from where you are right now, there is something moving, something or someone is coming closer to you. They might be descending down from the skies, or they might be walking or riding something, but they're still quite far away. You can just about make out their outline. The energy of this being is welcoming, feels safe, feels loving. And as this being comes closer and closer to you, you realize that this being is your guide for our journey together. This guide is specifically here to support you as you make your way through our abundance program. This being is now closer to you. You can clearly see what she or he or it looks like. And now this being is right in front of you. Greet your guide. Say hello to your guide. Thank them for their presence. And you can take a moment to either ask this guide a specific question or simply allow your guide to share a message that you are meant to hear right now. Beautiful. You are welcome to return back to this garden anytime you like. Call on your guide and receive the guidance and support that you need. For now, thank your guide. And then wish your guide farewell just for now. And then see your guide return back to where they came from. And then take a moment to look around your garden again. See if something has shifted, if something feels or looks different. And then you notice a small pathway leading to your right. Walk along that pathway. And you come to a little clearing. On that clearing is a swan, a rose, and a spider. See which ones of these you are drawn to. Just choose one for now. Walk over to that swan, rose, or spider, the one that you are drawn to the most. And then as you are right next to the one that you chose, you notice that they are holding a beautiful translucent pearl. Pick up that pearl, place it on your palm, and as it rests on your palm, you can see and feel it pulsating with all the knowledge that there ever was, all the knowledge that there ever will be. This seed will contain your intention for this program. So take a moment now to bring your awareness to your sacred intention. What is it that you are wanting to clear, cleanse, heal, or bring into your life? Bring that to your awareness. Your intention could be a single word. It could be a statement. And once your intention is clear in your mind, whisper, speak, sing, or chant that intention to your seed. And then find a space in this warm garden of yours where you want to plant the seed. Take your time. You will know exactly where that right spot is. So look around. Find that spot. And then dig a hole and place that seed in the hole, in the fertile, lush soil of your home garden. Once you have covered up the seed, you notice a beautiful crystal bowl that is filled with water right next to you. Pour that water over the place where you planted the seed, and then whisper your blessings to your seed, knowing that this seed will root and sprout and blossom at exactly the right time, in divine timing. Then spend a moment just sitting there by your seed, breathing deeply, and allowing yourself to drop deeper and deeper into the knowing, into the trusting that this seed knows exactly what to do, that the soil that holds it has got all the nutrients, all the nourishment that the seed needs, and that the water you are pouring over it will continue to nourish it, replenish it at exactly the right moments. Surrender to the mystery of the feminine, of that liminal space of not yet knowing, but trusting that all is exactly as it's meant to be. You may even feel the vibration of that seed. Even though it's underground, you may feel its vibration, its pulsation. Give the seed one more blessing. And then get up and walk back over to the doorway. Take your time, again noticing how your garden feels and looks now. And once you get to that door, open it. Step back onto the landing. And now you start ascending that spiral staircase, one step at a time, moving up, 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 spiraling upwards, one step at a time, moving upwards, ascending, your way lit by the gentle crystal lamps. Keep ascending, keep moving upwards. Spiraling up, up, up. Taking a few more steps. And then arriving back within the velvety darkness of your womb. Again, pause here for a moment. Send your gratitude to the guide who came through for you. Send your gratitude to the seed. Send your gratitude to your womb garden that is always there for you and that you will be revisiting many, many times during our time together. Then honor your womb. This alchemical cauldron of healing and potential. And take a moment to honor yourself. Honor yourself for your courage, for your commitment to your own healing and to the healing of the collective. Honor the guides that have gathered for us, our ancestors. Our ancestors are rooting for us in a big, big way, celebrating already and grateful for the work that is to be done. And offer your thanks to the Great Mother. And also send your gratitude to all the other women who are journeying with you. In the knowing that when women come together, especially when they come together with a joint intention dedicated to healing, mountains move and the transformation is palpable. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Honoring all of you and in deep gratitude to all of you for choosing to be a part of this journey, for choosing you. And choosing to remember who you truly are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May our journey together be blessed. May we be protected, held, and anchored into the loving arms of the Great Mother, Mama Gaia, and all our guides. Blessed be. And then gently, gently start to bring your awareness back to the rest of your body. Noticing how you are supported by the surface that you're sitting or lying down on. Start to notice the sounds around you. And then allow my voice to guide you back into our circle. Perhaps wiggling your fingers and your toes a little bit. Stretching or swaying your body if that's what she wants to do. And when you are ready, and take your time with this, there's absolutely no rush here. When you are ready, opening your eyes. Welcome back. So our sacred container is now open. I'm going to stay here online for another 10, 15 minutes at least. So if you'd like to share your intention, what came through for you during this journey, or anything else that you feel called to share, or if you have any questions, this is a good time to ask them as well. Honored to be here with you. Thank you for your trust in me, and thank you for journeying with me. And if you're still in the zone, still coming back from that journey, that's also perfectly fine. Take your time. And you're welcome to share or ask your questions either by unmuting yourself or popping it in our chat. Completely up to you. And of course, if you want to take some notes, write down what came through for you, you're welcome to spend time doing that as well. Yeah, I can see a hand going up. Let's see. Here we go. Sylvia, please go ahead.
So hello everybody. I really felt big presence of Venus, and the rose. So when we were guided, it was for me the rose garden, and it was so beautiful. There were a lot of bees and butterflies. And what I received, because we are coming into the fire horse, right? For me, it's the goddess is connected to the horses here in the Celtic land. So it was Epona and Rhiannon. And one also it's like grandmother bear, but here in Europe it's Rhea. So she was the powerful, and I was advised when I was planting the seed that now it's the time for the seed to dream. So to dream what would be the, the flower. So it's really beautiful. But I really felt the presence of the ancient mothers and the grandmother bear, deer, yeah. So, but the Venus is so present. It's beautiful because, as we talked before, there are different rose lineages, and especially from Lemuria, each of the color of the rose have different a role. And I think that's the importance now too, to remember who, like each of us has to carry different frequency and try to bring that on. So it was beautiful. Thank you.
Blessed be. Thank you, Sylvia, for sharing all of that. Beautifully guided and supported. Beautiful. Kodruta, please go ahead.
Hello, everyone. So for me, it was an intense journey. First, I feel called to share my intention, even though I feel a bit, I don't know, resistant to talking right now, but I am taking your suggestion, Emmy, to share. So my intention was, actually is, to have vibrant health and to open myself to a new sacred relationship that I can receive and to enjoy my divine my abundance that is mine in divine right. And I said that it was an intense journey because, and I felt that with other journeys guided by UME, like I felt my head and my entire body becoming really, really heavy, and at times, like I felt like I wouldn't say go to sleep because I was still conscious, but like that was the sensation. Like I felt like a deep, deep energetic work. And I have also a question. If in these moments, like I feel I'm in deep sleep, like is it okay, or I should be more conscious? I don't know, more awake, to say it so, even though I am awake, but I hope I'm making myself understood right now.
You absolutely are. Yeah, Kodruta. And that is actually the most potent kind of a state to be in when we do these kinds of meditations, because then you are processing a lot at an unconscious or subconscious level. And when the body is so relaxed and feeling heavy, your resistance, your conscious resistance that often comes to play in guided meditations is not there anymore. So you can really start to receive very, very deep guidance through these journeys as well. Of course, if you want to be more present, more alert, then you can do this journey again from the recording and see if something different comes through for you. But this goes for everyone. If you fall asleep during some of our guided journeys or meditations, or if you kind of go into that deep, almost like an alpha state where your brain waves are at a different frequency, then please know that the work, the magic is still happening, and often at a very, very deep level. And you might feel the implications or the impact of it only later on, but trust that the work is happening deep inside. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. If I may, I have one more question about the resistance that you've just mentioned, because I also felt the resistance, some images that had nothing to do with this work, like I felt them coming to mind. So it probably was that resistance. And I also, after planting the seed, there were two images that kind of I didn't quite understand them. There was one image with, I don't know, a being that had some blood on it, and another one with the garden, the womb garden, that was kind of like, I don't know, not so bright anymore. But like I kind of brushed them off, but I would like to hear your thoughts on this, Sammy, if you can. And thank you.
Yeah. Where did you say you saw the image with someone with blood on them?
It's not very clear. It came. I was in the deep state.
Okay.
And it just came, and I kind of brushed it off because I was like, "What are you doing here?" And then it kind of, I think after that, I think I've had the next image with the womb garden a little bit, I don't know, kind of not so bright anymore, you know?
Yeah. Well, again, this might be your subconscious coming through and giving you hints about stuff that might need to be cleared or cleansed in some way. It could be a past life that is wanting to be healed. It could be an ancestor who's coming through to ask for support and guidance. I think the most important thing is not to feel alarmed or scared, but rather be in gratitude for whatever is being revealed and ask for ease and grace in clearing whatever needs to be cleared. And what you might want to do, Kodruta, if it feels comfortable and safe for you to do so, is to do maybe even this journey again and specifically call on this particular image to come through. Or if that doesn't feel safe enough to do on your own, then let's schedule a session and explore that further at a deeper level to see what's actually behind that. But I have a feeling that as we move forward in this program, it'll just simply be cleared, or it might come through again so that you can then address it consciously. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. And thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thanks, Gotruta, and loving your intentions, and so may it be. Thank you. All right, Denise, hi.
Hi, Emmy. Hi, sisters. So lovely to be in ceremony with you again, Emmy. I was very surprised by my journey, hence why I raised my hand. I guess for everyone else, I was in the desert in Egypt with Emmy last November, and what's just happened is a follow on from what happened in the desert, I guess. So my garden was split in two. The feminine side, the left side was spring, very abundant, and the right side, the masculine side was frozen and dark. And the symbol I got, so when we went over to pick the rose or whichever, I picked the rose, which was black rose. And then I guess my guide was the fox. So I guess the reason I'm sharing it, I was so surprised to see it. It makes absolute sense because I was healing my relationship with the feminine in Egypt and to myself, and I knew leaving the next steps was healing my relationship with the masculine, but I wasn't expecting it to show up today. I guess in the context of my intention was loving myself enough to actually hold on to my money and abundance. So that's my bigger intention for this journey. So yeah, I guess the door as well to my womb space was the big old wooden heavy cathedral doors with Sheila Nagig was on it and the downward pointing triangle. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Denise. How intriguing. How intriguing that right from get-go you get clarity on that. And Yeah, this is for again for everybody, but money, of course, is a huge part of abundance. Abundance as a concept isn't just about wealth and money and prosperity, although many of us relate it to just to that. Abundance has to do with anything and everything that we want to enjoy in our lives, whether it's more me time or more laughter, more loving relationships, better health, anything at all. But money often tends to be kind of like the stumbling block for a lot of us. And money in and of itself is a neutral concept. It is not good. It is not bad. It is how we deal with it, how we work with it, the meaning that we give to it that makes all the difference. But for me, money also has both masculine and feminine energy. And the masculine energy with money has to do with the kinds of systems and structures that we create for money so that money can then feel safe and flow freely within that feminine energy, which is all about receiving, flowing in and out of our lives, whilst we remain certain that that flow will always be there, remembering that there's always abundance in this world, and it is our birthright to receive that abundance. But it's really interesting, Denise, that you're working with the energy of money around with your intention, and you were being shown very clearly what's happening with the feminine and masculine energetics around there. So that's really beautiful and a beautiful foundation for you to start working with. Thank you so much for sharing. Great. Ksenia, go ahead.
Yeah, hi everybody. Really happy to be part of this program again. And yeah, really great to be here. I am, interestingly, as my garden, I also had I received like an imagery of a rose garden, a really ancient, really enchanted, magical rose garden with very good energy, very good intention. So it was a really special place. And thank you, Emmy, what you just said again, like as a reminder that abundance can have many faces, but money seems to be like one of the one where some people might be struggling. And I'm I would say my intention basically revolved around inviting actually more money into my life. I will admit it because this is something I want um, to, yeah, basically to enable me to do all the great things that to be able to afford all the great things that I might want to, but at the moment it's maybe not so much possible. Um, yeah, so this was my intention. And interestingly, who came up for me as a guide was actually, I even want to put the link in the chat if it's okay. It's a depiction of Lilith or Ishtar on this relief. Maybe you know what I mean, where she's like standing onto, and she has like on her feet she has like bird claws. I will put it in the chat. So maybe if you're interested, you can check it out. And exactly this figure showed up for me. And because I mentioned, yeah, basically having as my intention leading a more abundant life, I just realized that only after the meditation that this female figure from that relief, uh, she came up into my rose garden, like driving a probably expensive old timer, like a red Corvette, and she was honking, and she was, although I'm totally into cars, then I realized, yeah, an old timer like that probably nowadays would cost lots of money. So that was the first, yeah, she was really happy to see me, and yeah, she was really enthusiastic about the work. So thank you for this awesome meditation, Emmy.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Xenia. I love how your guide came through, and I love that it's Lilith who's holding space for you. That's very, very potent. Great. And this is also again for everybody. But there is nothing wrong with us wanting more money. whether we are healers or mentors or spiritual, sacred activists, whatever we want to call ourselves, there is nothing wrong with wanting more money. In fact, for a lot of us, the sacred work that we are meant to be doing in this world requires money. We've just been programmed and conditioned to think that, especially if we work in the spiritual worlds, we should be doing this stuff for free. We shouldn't be wealthy. We shouldn't be prosperous. And there's a whole lot of conditioning and programming around women being wealthy, a whole lot of programming and conditioning that comes from our ancestors, from our past lives around what it means to be wealthy and what wealthy people are considered to be, like a whole host of stereotypical connotations around that, which we will be addressing so that we all start to step into a bigger place of power around what money means to us, what it means to be more wealthy and prosperous, and to release any guilt and shame that we might still be holding onto around that, so that we can together collectively start to create wealth, women's wealth, and start to change the world through that wealth as well. Okay, I just got goosebumps saying that. I hope you did too. And also notice how you are reacting, that what's coming up in your body, because especially if you are holding subconscious or unconscious programming around that, you might be feeling really constricted. You might even be feeling angry right now, just listening to my words. So just pay attention to how your body reacts and what kinds of emotions and feelings come through, because those are really important clues for you as we move forward around what you want to be working on at a deeper level as well. Okay. Just out of curiosity, did anybody feel really constricted or uncomfortable, scared, or even angry with what I just shared? I'm just going to go through the screen to see if anybody's nodding or raising their hand. Yeah. Mayor. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we know what to be working on. And I have been reacting like that as well. It's been a huge part of my journey as well to clear a lot of that programming from my own journey. And it's incredible how deeply seated these beliefs and these patterns can be in our lives. And often they run the show without us even being aware of it. So this is the kind of stuff that we're going to be working on here. Okay. Kotruda says that she felt a free flow of energy, which is really nice and vibrant, like wealthy sisterhood vibe. Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Angelina saying definitely negative programming and patterns and beliefs regarding money makes her feel tense. Thank you for sharing that. And Regina also says she got frozen immediately. Yeah. Okay. So just take note of that. Okay. Don't try and work with it right now. Just allow it to be what it is for now. And I am very curious to see what kind of shifts and changes start to happen as we move further in this program. Okay. Beautiful. Johanna, please go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to share that. Can you hear me? Okay, okay. I just wanted to share that my home garden was this prehistorical space where all of these huge plants were growing, and then this big blue dragon, this big blue cosmic dragon came swooping down, and he was shouting, "Revive, and then rest and restore and revive." It was so very clear what my intention was going to be, because we discussed this, Emmy, on Messenger. So it was so loud. I was like, okay. And I saw the reindeer mother, and then I think you welcomed the spirit of the reindeer. So I was like, okay. So just wanted to share. It was a beautiful journey. Thank you. And the seed just immediately rooted in these really small, but like in the mycelium network, like very fragile, but huge, like a big network. So it was lovely.
Beautiful. I love that. Cosmic dragon energy. Yeah. Yes to that. And yeah, I love that the reindeer mother also came through. I welcome the energy of the deer, but reindeer, of course, belongs to that family as well. And the reindeer, by the way, symbolizes primordial mother energy as well, divine mother energy. So I love that she was there for you, holding space. Very, very potent stuff. Thank you, Johanna. It's good to have you back as well. Beautiful. Anybody else who feels called to share? I'm going through the room. Okay. Feeling complete for now? Okay. So feel free to share with me privately as well if there's something that's coming through for you or you have questions around. But I do recommend that you use also our Telegram group, because then your questions and my answers will benefit everybody. And of course, feel free to contribute to each other's sharings and questions too. That's what the Telegram group is for this mutual support and holding space for each other as well. Just checking the chat. Angelina saying she found it a little difficult to relax and get out of her head and thoughts. Yeah, go ahead and re-listen to the meditation, Angelina, and see if you're able to sink in a little bit deeper with that. And again, don't try and force it or push it. Just allow that to happen. In this program, we're really moving away from the energy of hustling and pushing and forcing, which are a big part of the more toxic patriarchal masculine way of leading our lives, which a lot of us have been part of, myself included, for a very, very long time. And we're kind of unlearning a lot of the conditioning and programming and rooting our new selves, essentially rooting our new selves into ancient, mysterious, magical, feminine practices and adapting those to the here and now, so that we can truly welcome in the kinds of abundance that we are yearning for and dreaming of, and that absolutely are our birthright, have always been. Dana's saying she found a monster approaching her garden that she had to push away before we asked the being to come in that had a message. Okay, interesting. I would love to know what meaning you are giving to that, Dana, to that monster approaching, and also to do a little bit of reflection around safety, around what supports you to feel safe and what you might be feeling unsafe about. Okay. And then calling on your guides to kind of amp up the protection around you at all times. But interesting that when we talk about abundance, we've got monsters appearing in our garden. So what meaning do you give to that monster? And where within your abundance journey might you have had experiences that have made you feel unsafe? Okay. And you don't need to have the answers to that right now. Please just keep that in mind, write it down somewhere, because when we go through the reflection prompts over the spirals that we're going through, this might be a key for you to work with and go deeper around. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I hope that was helpful for now. Marlene's saying she had the most amazing picture of tall grass with morning dew, with lots of birds and insects and a huge willow tree in the distance. Beautiful. Was very relaxed and a beautiful picture. Oh, I love that, Marlene. That's such a serene, relaxing, calm image. A lovely place for you to go back to over and over again to reload, reset, revitalize, and just gather your energy. Thank you for sharing. Beautiful. All right. Feeling quite complete for now. Nope, there's another one in the chat. Let me read that quickly. Thank you so much for the deep and beautiful meditation. This is from Muni, from Rosalia. It's a little bit too difficult for her to understand everything and express herself in English. No problem. The garden was very juicy green. Met the bee priestess. Oh, how wonderful, full of golden colors and golden light. And finally, she met Lakshmi. Oh, and Isis also came through. Oh, I love that. And the bee and honey overall are just such beautiful, powerful symbols of abundance. So I love that that's what came through for you and the bee priestess. You can be working with her in really rooting into that energy of abundance and that golden nectar of honey. Very, very powerful. That's really, really cute. Cool. And Lakshmi, for those of you who might not be aware, is the Hindu goddess. Well, she's older than Hinduism, but known as the Hindu goddess of abundance. So another wonderful symbol to be working with. Wonderful, powerful goddess presence. Thank you for sharing that. And Isis, I believe, would also have been initiated and initiating others in very powerful abundance rites in her temples across the world as well. So awesome. You are very powerfully guided here. Beautiful. Okay, so we shall meet again on the 15th of January at the same time as today. And we're going to do healing work around the themes of abundance in related to the very first years of our lives in these lifetimes. Okay, so from the age of 0 to 6, from the time of conception, the time within our mother's wombs, up to the age of around 6. And this is because during that time, from 0 to 6 years of age, we literally are like sponges. We are taking in information from people around us, and that information, to a large extent, determines the kind of beliefs and patterns and programming that we end up living by, even beyond those years. So very, very important time of our lives. And even if you don't remember much about your childhoods, that's okay. The energy work that we're going to do will work with the subconscious as well. But you might also notice when you receive the reflection prompts tomorrow, that stuff starts to bubble up for you as you go through the questions. Okay. So enjoy the reflection guide that will hit your inbox tomorrow. And please come to the Telegram group. And I look forward to welcoming, hopefully, all of you or most of you on Thursday's live circle as well. Good. Wishing you a beautiful rest of your day, morning or evening, wherever you are in the world. So wonderful to see so many of you live here, and sending you all a womb full of abundant blessings. Bye for now. I'll see you soon.